What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. In the last episode, we, pretty unorganizedly, is that a word? I think that's a word. Anyways, we went through Silph Co, and this time I'm gonna go through Silph Co in a much more organized manner. See, we're on the 9th floor, and I realized that I got really confused because of all the teleporting and everything. So, I'm just gonna go back to floor 1. And actually, wait a minute. First floor is the lobby. We're gonna go to the 2nd floor, and we're just gonna work our way up from there. Because I'm not exactly sure what goes on in this building. I know there's Giovanni, maybe our rival at some point. We were here for sure. I think we fought him, we fought all of these guys, and then we were forced to take a teleporter. Well, we weren't forced to. We just decided to because there was one available. But that's not what we're gonna do now. Now we're just gonna go up to floor number 3 and deal with it. And hopefully this will help us get all of the items and stuff too. That'd be pretty good. We got a lot of Team Rocket grunts to take out, but we can do it. So I'm also excited to announce that there is going to be another Let's Play coming out soon. It'll be definitely a really short Let's Play, but I know you guys will appreciate it. And I highly doubt you guys could guess what it will be. And I don't want to risk losing Kurama. Darn it, we're gonna lose Kurama this early. No! Darn it. Oh well. Oh well. We'll heal Kurama eventually. For now, we'll just give Leaf some experience. But there's gonna be a new Let's Play, and I know you guys know of the game, and you're probably big fans of it. And I'm not gonna announce what it is just yet. It's a relatively short game, so it's not gonna be going on forever, but it is something I'm looking forward to, and it's gonna be an interactive Let's Play. So you guys are gonna be involved in it in some funny ways, I think. So I hope you guys will enjoy it as much as I'm looking forward to making it. So that should be out soon. Sort of like spice things up, because Pokemon's been going on for a while, and it will be going on for a while. And if you're not into Pokemon, I can see my channel is kind of getting stagnant because they're horror games, but other than that, there isn't really much else going on. So I'm gonna sort of mix things up. And I'm sorry to those of you who like Pajama Sam and Spy Fox, but it is not one of those games. Sorry. I like those games too, I really do, but it's just not what I'm feeling right now. And so, back to Pokemon, doing some battling. These Team Rocket grunts get really annoying. Let me know if you guys want me to skip them, because they're basically all the same. They're all Raticates, Ekans, Arbok, coughing and wheezing, and well, I guess now Hypnos and Drowsies. Alright, so this Team Rocket grunt is down. I was thinking about it, and Silph Co kind of reminds me of like a mall. I mean, I know there's a department store in, I think, Celadon. Yeah, Celadon City. But Silph Co is definitely one of the nicer looking buildings. It looks a lot nicer than the, Oh, is this a worker? I work for Silph Co. What am I to do? There's a teleporter right over here. Use the teleporter. Jeez. You're supposed to be smart. You're working for Silph Co. You're making technology that can literally see ghosts. Not acceptable. Alright, so instead of teleporting, we're just going to go up another floor. I'm also going to switch. Let's see, Nightwing and Leaf are both 35. We're going to move Cooler into the front. Hopefully he can get some experience. We have not been here before. We'll take out this Rocket Grunt. Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Don't worry guys, I know he said intruder spotted, but I just like saying intruder alert. Intruder alert, whenever I hear alarms for something like that, I think of Sonic Adventure 2 in the very first level, like the very first boss. I guess you could say that you fight, that's a big robot, when Shadow breaks free. You guys probably don't think of that, but I'm sure you know what the game is. Let me know if you guys have played Sonic Adventure 2. That's such a good game. If you haven't, you need to go play it right now. It's one of my favorite games for the GameCube, and you guys will be seeing a Let's Play of that in the future. I still need to get more equipment. I want to get a microphone, and actually the other day, there was a huge deal at Walmart. Walmart mispriced a lot of items on their website, and blue Snowball microphones were only $15, which are normally like $60. And so I really wanted to get it, but they had already been like working on the problem by the time I got to it, and it was only like an hour after the website like mispriced was up. So I was really disappointed, but Oh well. I also want to get an Elgato, but I might be getting a PS4, and that has a built-in capture card. And I don't know how effective that is, and how, like, once it's recorded, if it's just instantly uploaded, or if I can actually take the file off and edit it on my computer. Because if not, I'm gonna still need to get like an Elgato or an HD PVR or something else to record console footage. But those are just some future plans. Some stuff I'm still worrying about. Money's kind of tight, so when I can avoid spending it on certain things, I almost have to. And especially if I need my parents' permission, which I do, and they're not like super all for YouTube Let's Plays and everything. Pretty much anything involving my computer they're really against. But, or not actively against, they were at one point. They were. But they've sort of like accepted that it's just sort of like one of my passions and one of my hobbies. Whereas like when I was a kid, they were so against video games. More so my dad than anything else. During weekdays we weren't allowed to play any video games, which is reasonable. Like even on weekends they would try and limit it. And it was kind of funny because like sometimes they would like hide our GameCube and stuff, and what my brothers and I would do is when they weren't home we would like find it, and once we found it we would take it out and play the games whatever when they weren't looking, whenever we could like sneak it in. And then as soon as they were about to come back or something, we would put the GameCube where the hiding spot was, and that worked out really well for a while. We got caught a couple times, but I also remember one time my brother and I would just, before we go to sleep, we'd like hide our Nintendo DS's like in our pillows, and so they would like tuck us in goodnight, and then as soon as they left the room we would go like under our covers, like each of us individually. We didn't sleep in the same bed when I was still in like grade school, but we would each play our DS's at night, and sometimes we would like Wi-Fi battle in Pokemon, or race each other in Mario Kart, or battle each other in Mega Man Star Force. It was a lot of fun actually, and it worked out pretty well. I don't think they know that we did that. I've never asked. There wouldn't be any harm in asking now. But we'll see. I'll ask eventually. Alright, so we're just moving through these floors. I'll eventually check out the teleporters, just to make sure. Is this an enemy? We study Pokeball technology on this floor. I guess so. And, oh, darn it, I forgot to start my timer. I think we've been going for like 5 or so minutes. Actually, it's probably more like, I don't know, 6 or 7 maybe? Oh well. Oh well, we'll survive. I'll figure it out eventually. There's a football game going on right now, so my dorm is a little bit like less populated. It's nice. I didn't really want to go though because we're supposed to lose. Although our football team is actually doing really well this year. It's really nice because we've never been good at football. Last year was like the first time we were actually pretty good, and I'm glad to see that it's keeping up. Now we got basketball and football. And what I was talking about with one of my friends is with a lot of like recruitment programs, just by the fact like that your team is getting better, it's a positive feedback loop because good recruits don't want to go to bad teams. So the better your team is, the better the recruits you get, and thus the cycle continues because your team gets better with better recruits, and then you get even better recruits, and so on and so forth. Just my thoughts, I guess. So, I still don't know if any of you play League or not, but I'm starting to get more and more into it. I played a few more games the other day, and what's kind of cool is like the first game I played, it was okay. It wasn't super intense. It wasn't like ridiculously fun, but that was mostly because I didn't know what I was doing, and I'm just kind of going based off of video game instinct and what my friends were telling me. But the more you learn about it, the more intense the strategy gets, and the more immersed in the games you get. So like the second game I played, it was like, oh, it's pretty cool, I'm starting to get the hang of this. The third game was like, oh, darn it, I could have done this, blah, blah, blah. I understood what I did wrong, and I want to correct it, and I want to get better. And that's what makes it so addicting. And so I haven't played yet today. I'm going to try and tone it down so I don't get addicted. But I can easily see where the addiction comes from. And I'm looking forward to playing some more. I'm only going to play with like friends, because that's what makes a lot of it fun, is actually just playing with people you know so you can talk to them and work together with them. And no, I didn't want to teleport. See, we're back at the 9th floor. I don't want to be at the 9th floor yet. Jeez. I heard a kid was wandering around. We needed to go through that teleporter to explore this area anyway, so that's okay. We'll live. He's only got one Pokemon, an Arbok. Arbok. Ekans is snake backwards, and Arbok is cobra spelled backwards. With a K, obviously. Alright, let's do some Shockwave. one of the things that, speaking of shock, when I played football in high school, shock therapy was surprisingly common. I remember there were always like, because I cracked my pinky knuckle playing football once. That's the only bone I've ever broken, guys. I've played football, I've done mixed martial arts, I've played basketball for years, and I've never broken a bone, except I've cracked my pinky knuckle on my hand, which is really kind of weird. But back to the story. So before every practice, I would have to get like a pad for it and like a mold, and it would have to be taped on and everything. And it was a big process. But I would see there were always people like with their shoulders hooked up with like shock therapy, like I don't know, they're like pads, something like that. I don't know exactly what they're called, but I didn't understand how it worked. I still don't really. Oh, we got the card key. That's actually really helpful because now we're gonna be able to. Now we're going to be able to go through all of these locked doors. That's going to open up a lot of different possibilities. Get more items, and we'll probably methodically go back to the first floor so that we can go through and get everything, or at least make sure we get everything. But yeah, shock therapy, I don't know how it works. I know how like shock therapy can work for like pacemakers and such when it comes to the heart, because you sort of need to reset the electrical signals that the pacemaker's giving out. But other than that, I don't know how it helps. I know that there were like training, like conditioning places for football that actually like after the workout, they basically shock your muscles. It's supposed to stimulate recovery, but apparently it hurts so much. And we're going to switch out Bailey just so that she gets the experience from this battle. And I'll send in Nightwing, because both of the other Pokemon are weak to Psychic. But ooh, that did a surprising amount of damage. What was I saying? Oh yeah, apparently it stimulated recovery, and I guess that works. But it hurt a ton apparently, and like some of our like tough football players, like the running back and everything, they were like stories of them like crying during this conditioning training. It was just ridiculous. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't even know if it. There's probably like a study or two that supports it, but I don't know if it's ever been like confirmed that it helps stimulate recovery. Because I mean, typically electrifying. Like electrocuting someone is bad, right? So, yeah. Oh well. Actually, we're gonna head back to the first floor and do some recovery. Bailey fainted. No, Bailey. We'll go back to the first floor, head back and heal up our Pokemans. Actually, no. Okay. Whew. Didn't want to spend extra time doing that. These are some lovely fountains. I always love fountains in like malls and everything, and you can always throw your coins in there, just like a penny or a nickel or something like that. It's always just kind of fun. I'm not a very superstitious person, but I enjoy partaking in superstitious events. Like, I have a lucky t-shirt that I wear on exam days. Do I think it actually helps me? Like, I know that wearing a certain shirt won't actually help me unless it affects me psychologically and it's like a placebo effect. Which it might be, and if it is, I'm glad it is. But a lot of times, for like football games, like sitting in a certain chair, like, oh, my team won for the last 3 games while I was sitting here, like eating this food while watching the game, so now I'm gonna do this for every single game. That doesn't make any sense to me. But it is kind of fun to partake in it. Like, I enjoy wearing like a certain jersey for every Packers game, so that we're more likely to win, in my opinion. So I'm not hating on superstitions. They're very fun. Bingo! The card key opened the door. Hello, hello, hello. Help! I'm a Silph employee. No, you're not. Stop lying! I don't even know why I was talking about superstitions, now that I think about it. Oh, or another example is when you're catching a Pokemon. Perfect example. Once you throw the Pokeball, there's nothing you can do to, like, help catch that Pokemon. But as a kid, I always heard of like different methods. Like certain kids would mash A, certain kids would mash B, certain would mash A and B at the same time. Certain kids would alternate. And I was one of those kids that mashed A as fast as he could. And to this day, I still do. I know it doesn't affect it, but it's always just kind of fun to do. Because part of what makes like superstitions fun is that they sort of get you involved in the game more often. Or something that you can't actually be a part of, you feel more involved with through these superstitions. Like, you feel like you're more a part of your football team that you're rooting for, because when they win, you feel like you aided to it because you were sitting in a certain chair. So, I don't know how we got to that. And we need to stop missing with Flamethrower. This is really frustrating. Come on, Kurama, it's not that difficult. Finally! I really hope this kills. Okay, there we go. Oh boy. That could have been frustrating. Wheezing, we'll stick with Kurama. Kurama needs the experience. It's a nice, relaxing day. Holy cow. That did a lot of damage. That's not good. You know what? It's confused. We might as well go for it. But wow, that sludge did a lot of damage. I'm really surprised. I guess that's Kurama's not that strong yet. We should evolve Kurama soon. I think that's a good idea. What do you guys think? You think it's a good idea? Wait, but you don't? Oh. Alright, let me know in the comments. Stop missing, Kurama! No! If you died because you missed, it's gonna be your fault, not mine. Okay, that was pretty clutch. But now we gotta make sure this hits. Awesome, and that's gonna be a lot of experience too, because Weezing's an evolution. Hopefully that's enough for a level up, because that's the only reason I'm using you right now, Kurama. I want you to get experience. Oh, it's not enough. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for it. Flamethrower all the way. Come on, yes! Oko! That was really funny. Oko in like Pokemon terminology is like OHKO, it's one hit KO. And one time, my brother and I, we were just battling around and I would say like, oh man, I Oko'd him, and he was like, an Oko? And I was like, an Oko! And I said it like in a really weird way. And he was like really annoyed with it, and I just kept saying it over and over and over, and he was getting really frustrated. And that's, in a nutshell, that's how brothers work. You just frustrate each other over and over. And why did I... We'll Leech Seed him. Do some passive damage. I should have sent in Kurama or my Jolteon. Bailey. Smog. That's basically a guaranteed poison. Or not. Or not. Is it? It might be like a 30% chance opposed to like a 10% chance like most poison moves. You put it to sleep. Sleep powder. Darn it. Let's use Tackle. And we're going to end up using Tackle too, which is really kind of funny. Because it's such a weak move, you wouldn't expect such high-level Pokemon to still know Tackle, but it is what it is. So let's just go for the kill. Oh, that's not doing any damage. I hate these long Stall War battles. Stall Wars. We'll switch in Bailey. Bailey could use a little bit of experience. Leaf could definitely use it though too. It'll get some. And now Bailey gets to recover off the damage, which is nice. Although if it used Sludge, it would be a lot more effective. Hopefully it doesn't get the chance though. Cause Shockwave! Alright. That Weezing is Toaster Strudel. How do you know I was a rocket? I didn't. You're the one who challenged me. Jeez. I feel like we should check this teleporter. Okay, it's just a shortcut to the 6th floor. Alright. Is there something in the trees? Always check the plants. Nice, an Ultra Ball. I just got that, like, 6th sense. Bingo, the card key opened the door. Are you... Eek! No, stop, help! Oh, you're not with Team Rocket. I'm sorry, I thought... You forgive me if I teach you the Thunder Wave technique? I mean, I'll forgive you, but I don't know if I really have any Pokemon I want to learn Thunder Wave. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me, please. No, you forgive me now. I didn't mean to offend you. Okay, wait. Are we on the 2nd floor? Yeah, we are. Okay, I guess it's just a shortcut. Let's check what the card key can open up for us in here. Looks like some blueprints. And, ooh, that's pretty interesting. It was back here. I wonder what this item is. Hidden between two doors. A hyper potion. Cool, and then we got this guy here. I support Team Rocket more than I support Silph Co. No! You've gone to the dark side! And wow, this Silph Co is actually taking a long time. I'm surprised. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, shoot. We should not have Nightwing out. I could probably KO it with a couple quick attacks. Nope, that's not going to be good. We're going to switch into Nidoking, because he's going to be immune to all of the electric attacks that it should use right now, because I had a flying type in. Spark. Okay, solid. On attack! Crit only did 10 damage. And now it's poison too. He's just having really bad luck. And the poison finishes it. Yes. I think it's cool that because Silph Co researches like a lot of Pokemon technology, that they include a lot of Pokemon, or not Pokemon technology, Pokeball technology, that they include a lot of Pokeball-based Pokemon like Voltorb and Electrode into battles. It's a good way to introduce the Pokemon. And we're starting to get close to time for this episode. I don't want this to take 3 episodes, but I am very thorough. You guys know me. I like to get every single item. I like to go through and find all of the things. Find all of the things. But so I'm going to do that. I'm going to try and find all the different items for you guys, show you everything that this Silph Co has to offer. I mean, after all, this is a Let's Play, not a speed run. So I think I'm going to go through and I'm going to have to end the episode soon, but is this a specific, like, hidden area? Silph Co 9th floor? I doubt it. And we can get there with the card key anyway, so not a big deal. These are just a lot of shortcuts. What's this teleporter lead to? Oh. Our rival. We'll save that for another episode. I'll duly note that. I don't think there's anything worth getting over there. Okay, let's check the 4th floor. And that area... Wait. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, that little area, too, was only accessible via teleporters, so we'll have to go back through there. That's pretty cool. We've already explored here. Bingo! The card key opened the door. Doesn't this little machine look like a weird, like, robot face? With its, like, yellow and black, like, teeth, and the eyes being, like, the dials? I see it. My Pokemon is my loyal servant. At least I think that means he only has one. Relatively short battle. Yep. Oh, and I forgot to switch Nightwing. Darn it. This is gonna eat up more time. I'm gonna go to Leaf. He's not gonna be immune to Spark, but it's not like Spark's gonna do much damage. Electrode's really fast, but offensively it's not that great. We can probably take it out with some Razor Leafs. I think it'll be effective. Or like normally effective, I mean. Yeah. I told you guys that I had like this misconception that electricity or electric resisted grass type moves. And almost there. I probably should use Tackle because it's got a higher accuracy. At least I think it does. Either way, Razor Leaf doesn't have like perfect accuracy, but it's good. I saw it on Imgur the other day. There was a picture of like a person's test from like a teacher who wanted to incorporate like a Pokemon question into his test. He was like, Razor Leaf has 95% accuracy. So that means like if... What? Nightwing is evolving? This is so exciting! Nightwing, Pidgeotto is one of my favorite looking Pokemon. It's gonna evolve into one of my other favorite looking Pokemon. Oh my goodness, what's it gonna be? I know, do you guys know? It's a Pidgeot! Looks so cool. I love that yellow streak in its like hair. Just looks so epic. Congratulations! Your Nightwing evolved into Pidgeot! That looks so cool. Love Pidgeot. And let's see where these teleporters go. But yeah, he had, like, if it's 95% accuracy, what's the chances that if he uses Razor Leaf 40 times, he'll miss? And the kid answered, Well, considering... Wah, I'm scared. Well, considering that I think Razor Leaf's max PP is 25, there's no way he'd be able to use 40 Razor Leaf 40 times, so it's a trick question. And I thought that was really clever. I would have been that kid. I think one of these is a Voltorb. Possibly? Or is this just like a storage of like great items? No, they're just great items. Awesome. Works for me. Who's back here? Shh! Can't you see I'm hiding? Yes, and we're here to save you. Oh. Alright. So is that it for this floor? Yeah. Okay, then we'll move back on up to the 5th floor. Gosh, this is taking a while. Have we already been here? No, we haven't. Okay. What? There shouldn't be any children here. Don't be hating. Ooh, he's got some cool green hair though. Juggler Dalton. I wish I could juggle. I have a friend who's really good at juggling. And like all those other like carnival toys, there's like big wheel thing that he's really good with. He has like 2 sticks that are like have a rope in between them, I guess you could say. And look at Pidgeot. Nightwing. Beasting it up. Final evolution. So strong. I actually like Nightwing a lot. But yeah, he's got some really cool tricks that he was showing me the other day. I wish I had that dexterity. I have a different type of dexterity, hence video games. But Encore. Encore is a great move. I love Encore. It's so much fun to troll with in VGCs. But here it's not really helpful. But that's okay. We're just going to keep on wrecking with Nightwing. And Juggler Dalton is down. Okay, and so we're getting pretty close to the end. We've done a lot of exploring so far. It's a Pokemon report. Pokemon Lab created Porygon, the first virtual reality Pokemon. That's pretty cool. What do you know? In the trees, the PP up. Alright, so we are on the 5th floor, and we're doing some solid exploring. In the next episode, we are going to continue exploring, defeating Team Rocket Grunts, finding all the items in all of the trees, and possibly face our rival and take down Giovanni, the head of Team Rocket, and save Silph Co. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next episode, but until then, this has been Midnight Zero, and this mission is complete.